Hi, this is Miss D, and I am now at session 3, and this is stamps and stencils, and it is for patterns. Okay, yeah, use about 4 rubber stamps that are geometric in shape. So I decided to use the Prima collection. I'm going to use this one. And these I haven't used yet, so this will come in handy. I'm going to use this one. I'm showing you what I'm going to do first, and then I'm going to chat with you. I'm going to use this one. This is another Prima collection. And then I have this one, and I don't know who this is by. I can't even guess because I don't have the packaging. I think I have this again, but yeah, I don't know what I did with it. I am actually using this border stencil, and it's by, I don't know. It's a laser cut. I got this from, oh, this is by Momenta. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use a 6x6 stencil, this one. I'm going to use, this is by DCWV, and it's circles. And then I have this flower, if you can see it. And I don't know how that'll work out, but I wanted to use those. And I am actually using a mixed media color box collection. I think this is Donna Salazar. I'm not certain, but I think this is a Donna Salazar collection. I have a red one, a green one, a mixed media. I'm sorry, this is leather, I guess. I have a patina, and it's like a blue. I have a couple of blacks over here because I use these a lot, so I wanted to make sure these were juicy enough. And then I have another red one over here. Yeah, so I'm going to go with this, but what I had to do was, and I'm doing this, it's not back to back because I had to let my pages dry, but I wanted to go ahead and show you this one after I showed you the second session, because the second session that I did, I was totally out of view. And my camera, you could not see anything that I did, and I was like, oh my goodness. But after the fact, I had to show it to you because I had already did my pages. So other than starting over, which I didn't want to do, I wanted to go ahead and do, you know, continue on. But I'm going to show you my pages that I'm working with after they dry. Yeah, I think there's a few lessons learned. I did write them down. Let's see. Yeah, I got a lot of lessons learned, you guys. First of all, I have to make sure that my camera, that I'm in view when recording this, because I was totally over here somewhere, and I never looked at my camera. I never looked at the view to make sure I was in view. So that was a total bummer, because until the end did I realize I wasn't even in camera. So you didn't get to see me. Though you saw me place some things on the pages, you didn't get to see it all. So I have to make sure I am in total view. I need to make sure when I'm collaging, I'm actually collaging. I put my images, you know, and that's my focal points. I actually put those on the pages for my collage and my recycled items. I have to make sure that I actually do what I'm supposed to do. This page is still a little dry. I mean, a little damp. This one is. So I'm going to do it anyway. But when I get ready to start, I'm going to show you all my pages. I'm going to place my prompt in front of me. Oh my gosh, look what I see. I could have used this. I have so many things that I could have used. Wait a minute. Oops. I could have used this. I could have put paint on my pages with this. OMG. Yes, I'm going to be real selective. I can't wait to do it the next time, because if nothing else, this was a learning experience. I need to also remember not to use a large amount of glue, and I know that's why a lot of my my deli paper stuck to my pages. So it gave it texture though, but I have to remember not to do that. I also have to remember that I have to only place the materials that I'm going to use around me and nothing else, you know, because I actually just went ahead and put all the stuff on the, you know, right in front of me. So that's how I ended up putting my focal points on the pages instead of just collaging it like this, for instance. This would have been, this to me is an example of collaging. Yeah. And then I have to remember to go back and glue down some of these pages that didn't entirely get glued down. Yeah. But, yeah. And then I need to remember to try to apply at least 3 to 4 mediums to the page when I'm doing it. I think it's almost like, as you can see, it's consistent. Only 1 or 2 or 1 color for the background. Very little color for the background. I think I was just afraid to put that color down, and I think I needed the color. Now that I'm looking at it now, I wished I would have used it. But remember, just stay focused. If I put my prompts in front of me and just do whatever it is I'm doing and don't think about it, I think that's the thing that scared me. I kept thinking about what I was doing. I think the next time, and I'm doing this again, I told you guys I was going to do it. After the second session, I was almost like, you know what? This is so not working for me. But now that I look at the dry pages, I'm going to finish this. And I can't wait to come back and show you guys what it is I did. Yeah, so the next time I'm going to just stay focused and don't think about what I'm doing. But these are the pages. These are my dried pages. It really did not look like it was coming together. I don't have a lot of stuff on the pages, so it really looks like I haven't done a whole bunch. But as you can see, I still, even with the few things like this, I have one thing on the page, but you can still see that I have something to work with. This is the page I missed. Yeah. And there you are. There you go. And these are the 2 pages at the end that I had to add because I didn't finish those 2 pages. Yeah. But, well, the first go round, I didn't finish the background. So on the first go, and then the second go round, I was able to apply all the pieces because, oh, that's good for texture, but I'm going to take that off. Yeah, but it didn't look like it was coming out. Okay, this is, the next stage is my stamps and my stencils. I showed you everything that I was going to use. And also, right now, I have not figured out, and I kept saying I was going to do it, and how did I know time was going to catch up with me? I have not yet figured out how to, you know, fast forward and edit is really what I'm trying to say. So once I figured that out, I am going to come back to you all, and yes, I'm going to do it. Right now, I am actually going to put my little colors up here that I'm going to use. I'm going to take everything else. I've really learned some things. And all this stuff that I have, I think if you just remember, you know, just follow through with the 5 sessions, because at the end of the day, guess what? You get free play. So anything that you think needed to be on your page, yeah, you could put on your page then. You don't have to really, you know, say, oh, no, I didn't do it. Yeah, just go back and, you know, after you finish the 5 sessions, you know, when you get your free play, just go back and add whatever you think you need to add to your page to make it yours. Yeah. Okay, so you guys, here we go. And I don't know, I think for a shock factor, I'm going to start with, let's see. Remember your, let me find my, remember your timer. Let me set it there for 1 second before I get started. Let me make sure I'm in view. You can see everything that I'm doing. And I need, what do I need? I need let me use this. Let me put, just in case I need a block. Yeah, I want to make sure I have the size I need. Okay, so it's almost scary to do, but I'm going to go through, and what I'm going to do is I have 4 colors here. Let me see, let me make sure. I have red, I have 5 colors here, and all of them, and I'm taking the covers off of all of them, so I don't have to worry about the colors either or what I'm using. And I have my block here for starters. And here we go. Ready? Okay. Every now and then I am going to, I'm going through these super fast so that I can actually, I want to get through my pages. That's what I want to do this time. I want to make sure I do get through my pages, so I'm going to actually, let me try a different one. Try a different stamp and a different color. Well, I said I was going to go through all of them first. I'm going to stick, I keep saying stay focused, D, stay focused. So I'm going to make sure I go through everything. I like this paint because it is wet. And it stays wet for a minute. So I'm able to get done what I need to get done. I did a mixed media faith book album using this method, but it wasn't, it's like I didn't have directions. I work better without directions, so shoot me, but I do. And really, I wanted to make sure when I finished this that it was really what I was happy with, you know, with doing. I'm not going to worry about that. Like I said, that'll stay wet for a minute, so I'm not going to worry about it so much. But I'm going to give as much to these as I possibly can. I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing stamps first. Then I'll come back and do whatever else I need to do. This is the first, I like to see my progress. So this will be the first time that I actually did something like this and showed you my process. As you can see, I was totally unorganized. I really, as much as I thought it through, I really didn't. Because for one, I think when you watch someone else's video, you think to yourself, oh man, yeah, they should have did this. And then you find out how difficult it is once you do it. And me, I watched their videos and thought I could do that. Don't ask me where that came from, but I figured if this person could do it, I can do it. Some of these pages, I actually have to go back through and let me find a different stamp. I have to go back through and figure out what it is I'm actually trying to do. This black, I think this one I used a lot of, but that doesn't need a whole lot to it anyway, so that has plenty on that page. So at least this one is one, and I don't like that. I don't like that right there. This is the one that I wasn't able to add anything to. I missed it, but I'll go back and do whatever I need to do to complete it. Yeah, so yeah, remember your oops, excuse me, remember your free time. Yeah, so if you don't get it done initially, remember you can always go back to do it. I'm going to use these stamps. I like these because I don't need the block to do it. Yeah, you can always go back and add whatever you need to add. So yeah, don't sweat it, just do it. Which is what I'm trying to do now. Let me see. I don't think I need that on that side. I need some over here. I need some right here. Now these are the stamps and the stencils, okay? Just do it. Ooh, I know I'm saying that, aren't I? I'm going, just do it. Yeah, this is, as much as I can't see these pages coming together, I kind of can see where I can go with them. So this has the few people that comment on my video. They said, okay, Miss D, you can do it. You're not a failure. Yeah, that looked like before when I started session. Well, when I started the first session, I was all over the place. But by the time I got down to the second session, I just really thought, oh no, this is a total fail. This is so not happening. But I said, nope, I'm going to finish doing what I'm doing. So, as you can see, you all, I might have, during my free time, I may have a lot of stuff I need to do to the page, but I think at the end of the day, I just want to see, I like this process. I liked it when I watch other people do it. And though it's complicated, I think once you learn to do something, you figure it out. For me, I have to have a process. I can't just, there has to be a rhyme and a reason for doing something. It's almost like technique, or, you know, you put it down and the reason it did what it did was because, you know, if it doesn't make sense to me, I can't put it on paper. It's almost like explaining something that you've never done. You know, I've seen a lot of people do that. They'll watch a video and then they'll come back and they'll tell you how to do something. And then you ask them questions and they'll tell you they've never done it. But when they do it, I know, let me shut up, D. But it's funny because I can't do that. I have to do it first, and then I could come back and tell you what my results are. But until then, I really can't tell you just because somebody else did it, because what they did may be different for me. Okay, now I'm going to try to use stencils here, so bear with me because I'm actually going to use my inks, my ink pads. I was going to use paints, different paints, doing this, that, or the other. But honestly, some of my paints and stuff, I haven't even used them. So if I use them, I couldn't tell you how they would turn out. So, or what they're supposed to do and how they're supposed to react. So I think I would rather work with or do something that I like doing it. I mean, that I know how it's going to react. I know how stencils are going to react because I've done stencils before. I've used my ink pads with stencils. This does, this stencil isn't working so well, and this is the, I could probably use paints on it. Let me try that. I should be done with paints, shouldn't I? You would think. Yeah, let's see how much time we're working with here. We have, wow, we have 5 more minutes. I think, and you guys, I found out this was a learning experience for me because I found out that I am afraid of applying a lot of stuff at one time. Yeah, I really am. Okay, I'm going to try this border punch because it's super thin and I know it will apply to, let me use this green right here. Really easy. I know it'll apply there. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just afraid of applying a lot of stuff at one time. I know how colors work, and if you put too many colors, if you do too many colors on something, you can make mud. I see a lot of mud going on, you know, and I'm thinking, they really didn't think that through. You can actually see it, and either the person just doesn't know how, I don't know, or they don't think about how the colors will work together. And I really like to give it a thought. Let me try this one. I like to give, I mean, when I do it, I guess I just can't help giving it a thought. This I didn't think about because now I don't have much of an image. I don't want you guys to see. This is, like I said, this is the first time anyone has ever seen me go through a process. So I'm going to actually go through it. And at the end of the day, I hope I come up with something that's, you know, nice for me to look at. I'll tell you what, I'm going to finish my book. I have 3 minutes left. That's a lot of time. I have 3 minutes left, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm going to finish my entire book. I'm hoping it come out like I want it to. I know it won't because I don't have any, I don't know what I want it to look like. I want it to look like a nice art journal. I want to look at it and wonder, wow, how did they do that? And, you know, like when I look at other people's videos, and I'm like, wow, that's nice. How did they apply that? Yeah, that's the kind of effect I want when I look at these pages. So I'm just going to go with that, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing until all of these 20 pages are complete. And then guess what? Because I think this can also scare a person. But guess what? I'm doing it again, guys. Yes, I'm actually going to do this again. I like the process. I like the fact that when I finish, I have something to show. I think this needs black on it. Can you guys see me here? Yeah. I see people working so fast. Hey, I have to ask this question. I think one of the videos I watched, one of the ladies asked the same question. Can senior citizens get, am I a senior? Yeah, I'm a senior citizen. Can senior citizens, am I? I don't think I am though. But by age, some places, yeah, it depends. But can we get an additional 5 minutes? Anyway, anywho. Yeah, I think it's the 15 minutes that scare me. But it's also the 20 pages for some of these stages. The 20 pages get to me. It's like 20 pages. Oh no. But I think after I do it for a while, and this is actually the stamp it's this stamp. So I'm not making a mistake putting this grunge looking stuff on here. I'm gonna turn it around the other way though, so because I wanted these spots. But yeah, I am so ready to. I'm not even gonna put anything else on there. I don't think she has any of these stamp. Let me put something there because I didn't give her any. I have a couple of those. Let's see, we have 15 seconds, you guys. I got a lot of that on this. This is, I think I'm being really particular about what I do here. But anyway, there we go. We're down to nothing. All right, we're finished, you guys. And let me put all of these covers back on this paint. And I like working with this paint because, what is mossy? I think one of these I didn't. That's patina. I didn't even use it. This is black. Yeah. And I am going to show you my pages right now. I can't quit because I'm not a quitter. So I'm going to go through the entire process. I'm going to go and wash my stencils and my stamps. Put everything back. But first I'm going to show you my pages. Okay? Okay, I was going to say, oh my goodness, I didn't come back to the first one. So I only have those. You can see what I only put on there. I know I'm so afraid of putting a lot of stuff on my pages at one time. Though at the end of the day, when I'm finished anything, I have so much detail on it. You would think that I just pile stuff on. But I think because I'm so afraid of just putting a whole bunch of this or that on a page, not knowing what the end result is, I kind of stay away from that. But if I could do it one at a time, you know, go through a one stage process, it's almost like I think it was Shannon that said this. She's a linear person. There has to be a process for me. I have to do this and then this and then this, and if I'm doing all this stuff and I can't see what it's going to turn out, it'll look, in my mind, it'll look like a mess. Or how it's, I can't see how it's going to turn out. Yeah, to me it will translate to an absolute mess, an absolute fail. But I can see these pages going somewhere. Am I flipping too fast? Yeah, so you guys, I have lots of lessons learned for this one. Now, this wasn't as painful because I picked the other stuff, but I only put on my workspace what I was going to use. So yeah, this helped out a whole lot, and as you can see, I finished all 20 pages. Let's see, let's go 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4, and this is 5, and this is 6, and this is 7, and this is 8, this is 9, this is 10, this is 11, this is 12, this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And what I'm going to do right now, like Shannon said, I'm going to sit this book right here. I'm going to open up the pages so this can sit and dry, and I can start editing this video. I'm going to let these pages dry. I'm going to clean off my stamps and such. And then, what is session 4 is my focal points, my words and my images. When we come back, I'll start session 4. And I'm going to do that today. I'm going to wash my stamps, clean up my mess, and I'll be back, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.